Slavery is a big thing for. I mean, sorry about the technical difficulties, guys. I had those technical difficulties. Now I'm back.
Okay. I'm listening. What is your thoughts about slavery?
I mean, I
You don't know what to say.
I don't. I mean, I do, but I'm trying to think
What is your thoughts
about
about
it
me kidnapping you? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I mean, enforcing me into something. Yeah.
We're
I'm talking about modern day slavery.
No, we're talking about people that's actually being kidnapped,
that's what I'm
dragged
talking
from
about.
their country.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Not modern day slavery, like slavery at work.
Well, I mean, we've been talking about slavery.
We're talking about people that's getting kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? From their country, taken from their family, taken from their mother, their father, then I'm saying their wife and stuff like that.
Well, this has been going on for years, though. How do you think they get these nannies over here?
I understand that, but now it's exposed. Forgetting, you know what I'm saying, it's been going on for years.
Yeah, but
how do you feel about it right now?
I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
That
is exactly
trafficking. Yeah, but that's going on right now. And
we're not talking about trafficking. Trafficking is one perspective of slavery.
Right.
We're talking about me coming to your house, Martino, right now. You know what I'm saying, and kidnapping you right now with guns. You know what I'm saying, and you have nothing to defend yourself, and forcing you into the slave trade. We're not talking about, you know what I'm saying, kidnapping. And I'm saying it's the same thing. No, saying I do not mean to dilute it. You know what I'm saying, far as women being trafficked. You know what I'm saying, and kidnapped into forced and prostitution. We're talking about slavery right now. You know what I'm saying? That's happening. We're not talking about modern day slavery, how we prefer to it. We're talking about people that's getting kidnapped. I'm coming to your house. I'm stripping you from your wife. I'm stripping you from your kids, and you're being forced and you're being sold. I understand that. You know what I'm saying? They do that to the women and stuff like that. I'm not taking nothing away from them because that is called trafficking. That's still happening.
Right.
But we ain't talking about that. We're talking about the slavery that, you know what I'm saying, how history is starting to repeat itself. That's what we're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen?
But that's what history. That's what things do when you don't. When you don't change the cycle.
So prepare to be kidnapped.
So prepare to be kidnapped. I'm not prepared to get kidnapped.
Okay then.
I mean, I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? Okay then. That's what history does, though.
No, but what I'm saying is that, but history repeats itself, and now we have to change it.
Okay.
Now, what are we gonna do to stop people doing?
You know what I found astronomical? You know what I'm saying? Who's taking the pictures? You know what I'm saying? Astronomical. Who's taking the pictures of these people?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shame on them.
And letting them happen. Yeah. I got you.
Come on now.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Now go with your notes over here.
No, I have this is not.
You know what I'm saying?
No. I mean,
I don't get him.
I mean, I don't.
And I just have my tooth pulled, so my face is swollen. You got me over here talking like that.
I never thought about.
You never thought about somebody kidnapping you?
No. I never really thought of, because I think about, when people want to talk about things going on in other countries, I think about what's going on in my country.
Okay.
I mean, things that need to be fixed in my country. The same thing going on in that country is happening in this country.
Okay, so you only think about you think about like you yourself and that's your country.
No.
Not as we talk about it before in the show. You know what I'm saying? Not just me myself. We think about the others too. We think about our brothers that's happening in Libya. We don't think about our brothers, and I'm saying that's happening.
What I'm saying is that's their country. That's what they do. You know what I mean? Okay. What I'm saying is I'm trying to focus on. I'm trying to focus on our country, because I'm focused on that country and what's going on over there ain't gonna help my country.
You know why?
You know what I mean?
Because, you know what it is?
What's that?
You know what I'm saying? If you don't take care, you know what I'm saying, your neighbor, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, is gonna soon be you.
Okay. Libya. I mean, I don't know if Libya is our neighbor. Is it our neighbor?
Huh? I'm too fat to be kidnapped. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of meat. We gonna eat you. They frying you.
I mean,
wow.
I mean, what that's what
I'm gonna say to you.
What is your argument discussion here?
My argument discussion is a sad thing, and this is happening as well. And these are things we don't post all over social media that's happening as well. And I posted on my page, and we have people like yourself that just they'll turn the blind eye to it.
I didn't look at Facebook today.
Okay, I didn't post it on Facebook today.
I don't know which. I didn't see it.
I didn't post it today.
But what I'm telling you is I didn't see it on your page.
Okay,
I didn't see it.
Did you look?
I look. I don't go to your page. I go through what's on my page. Whatever comes on my page on my feed.
I only posted 3 days ago.
Well, what I'm saying is I got 20 minutes on the train. If I got 10 minutes on the train to actually look at my Facebook.
Good stuff.
And that's it.
Good stuff.
You know what I mean? And once that's done, I get back on the train in the afternoon. I do 10 more minutes or whatever the train allows me to do.
I bet if I would have said, you know what I'm saying, I can't stand my neighbor Ty Green. You know what I'm saying? That would have sparked your interest.
No, I didn't see it.
Okay. Well, make sure you look at my page. And make sure you see the graphic pictures.
I will.
Please do.
I'll go check it out.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
I will.
Appreciate you for being a participator.
My pleasure. We all got to, I mean, it's good that you brought it up, though, because, I mean, I I didn't even really pay attention to that this was going on. I mean, I know that this trafficking thing has been going on in Europe.
Yes, I believe trafficking has been going on.
It started in Europe.
I don't know where it started at. It started with somebody that I'm saying that wanted to show evil.
How you think all these little?
I don't know where it started. It started with somebody I'm saying that wanted to do something evil. That's where it started.
China and Russia.
Okay, wherever it can start. Well, you know what's going on with their countries, right?
That's my point exactly.
You know that.
My point exactly.
You know
so
that,
this
right?
is the country. The most corrupt countries in the world are China and Russia, and that's where it's coming from. That's where it started.
This Ashant Melody asked the question, what do you guys think about this Ashant Trump retweeting hate group videos? My husband's family is Muslim and it makes me so angry. This is what I think. I think, yeah, what happened?
What about this?
Who?
I mean, you guys. I mean, I can't.
You can't what?
I can't talk about number 45.
Okay, well,
I can't be involved in his stupidity.
Well, let's look at it from this, perspective. It says, what do we think about, a man who, supposed to be a representative, of the leader of the free world country, is well. That's good. You don't have to. I will. You know what I'm saying? Of the free world country, retweeting a bunch of garbage, retweeting, a bunch of violence, a bunch of hatred. That's what she's asking you. How do you feel about that? You know what I'm saying? About our leader, our leader, whether this is what it boils down to. Whether we're going to accept him as the president or believe he's the president, he's still your president. You know what I'm saying?
Is.
He is.
He is.
Whether you look at you can't make him not be your president.
I'm not saying
then
that.
you be in your own world. But at the end of the day, she says, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about somebody, that's retweeting a bunch of garbage? We don't have especially somebody that's a representative of the country. Yes, he's been doing it.
This thing started yesterday.
Of course it didn't start yesterday.
I'm just saying, so.
Well, you know what I'm saying? But it didn't start yesterday.
Why are we surprised at what this man is saying? Why
he's going to do something to surprise you. When he knock on your door and kidnap your ass, you're going to be surprised.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to be surprised.
But right, I mean, I can't, he doesn't surprise me. Whatever, yeah, I can be like, oh, this man is crazy and all that, yeah.
I think it's sad. I think it's a disgrace. I think it's sad. I think it's a disgrace, to our country. I think it's a disgrace, to native culture, as well. I think it's sad, to all ethnicity, of the world, whether it be Muslim, whether it be black, whether it be white. I think, a person, I'm not even looking at a race, a person of this magnitude, and representing the free world, of this country, retweeting this, and posting all this type of stuff, on social media. He's being a participator, of the evil, of the stuff that is happening and is going on. That's how I feel about that.
Well, yeah, I mean, he is. With all that being said,
yes,
he's,
Don't say he's human.
Because I'm gonna bring it down to that. Because everybody act like, everybody has.
We just have opinions, like you have one. Like
we do, and everybody has how they feel.
That's right.
They got a microphone. If everybody had a microphone and tell everybody how they felt, and everybody would retweet and say what they said, nobody would be happy. You know what I mean?
That's not true. That's not true. I'm let you talk. Go ahead. You got the floor. You got the floor. Go ahead.
If people would decide that everybody's a human being and everybody has the way they feel, and whether it's right or wrong, or whether, somebody, I was asked a question, I was watching the show the other day, and the question was, if you had a chance to be right or kind, which one would you choose? And most selfish people in this world want to choose to be right because they got to know everything and think they know everything. I would choose to be kind because, you know what I mean, kind goes a long way. Being right don't go nowhere, but just you right at that moment. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's
We're going to do that, D. We say, yo, y'all got to start taking calls. We're going to do that starting on the new year.
So, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I don't forgot my thought now.
If everybody, had a choice to be right.
Yeah, everybody, human beings. So, you know what I mean? Everybody wanna be angry at somebody for saying this or doing that. Yeah, he touched people's feelings every day. He says crazy stuff every day. Everybody's getting angry. But what do you actually, okay, yeah, all this retweeting and all this stuff y'all write on Facebook and all this y'all do, what are y'all actually doing in the world to get this man out of office? You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody doing nothing. I mean, y'all writing angry this and angry that and want to talk about what he's tweeting and what he did for these kids over there in China. I mean, what are y'all doing? Are y'all trying to get him out of office? Are we actually really trying to get him out of office? Or are we just going to sit up here and just keep talking about him every day? Because I won't do it. I'm sorry. I can't. He can't rule. He rules the White House. He can't rule my house too. He can't rule my life. He can't. I'm sorry. You know
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you like him?
No.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. So maybe you should be quiet.
No.
Because you're not doing nothing.
You
asking our viewers.
And this is why I don't talk about him. This
it's okay.
Is exactly why I don't talk about him, because I ain't doing nothing.
Okay, but
exactly.
you're not.
But you asked me a question. That's why I answered.
And I want to know, because you know what you always ask.
What's that?
What are we doing?
What are we doing? I'm not doing nothing about changing him. I'm doing about changing the world.
Is he part of the world?
He is, but he's not part of the world that I'm part of.
Wow,
and part of people that watching our show.
How you know he's not?
I don't believe people that watching this show is part of him. They can't be.
You know what I'm saying?
As soon as they turn it on, they would turn it right back off.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe. Because I just don't see it that way. There's nothing wrong. I mean, that's what we have this for, because I don't see it that way. I think, this show, will reach magnitudes. I think it's going to get passed on to somebody. If you got people, that's in London watching this show right now, which it has. If you got people that's in Europe, same thing. If you got people in these European countries that see this show all the time, how many times have this show been passed on? You think it just stopped?
No.
You know what I'm saying? You think, when we not mention key words and powerful words such as Trump, terrorists on the show, it don't alert somebody?
What I'm saying is I refuse
it only takes one.
I refuse to let
I think it takes one.
I refuse.
You refuse. That's the key word.
Yes, I refuse. I'm making what I refuse to do. I mean, there's enough people out there fighting to do good for whatever this man is doing. And I'll let them do that because they can handle that. Mm-hmm. I'm doing what I can do in my life. I can't. My fight is not to get him out of office. My fight is not to make him feel bad about his deal. That's not my fight. My fight is this. My fight is, changing world hunger. That's my fight.
Okay.
You know what I mean? My fight is, trying to find good people so that we can find all the good people to get this guy off. Because once we find all those people, we can get him out. But we got to find those people first. You know what I mean?
But there you go. That's the answer then.
But what I'm saying is everybody's on their own agenda. You know what I mean? You see. Everybody's on their own agenda. That's what everybody's doing. I don't mind that, and there's nothing is wrong with that. But somewhere we gotta meet on the same line and go somewhere with it.
Hey, listen to this, Melody. Let's read what Melody got to say. I march. I call my reps every day, which help with the health care and hopefully with the taxes. I give money and effort those that oppose him. My husband's angry and he's giving up on any kind of. What does that? Equality
in this world of country, yeah, totally. I agree with you, but I mean, I don't know.
My point is this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna retract on some things we said. So we said, first of all, if we retweet things, everybody, if they said something, I'm listening to you. If they said something, if we said everything we felt, a lot of people would be mad. Did you not say that?
Maybe.
Okay, and this maybe? It's maybe now.
Yeah, I mean, yes.
Because at the end of the day, everybody that says, what's in them ain't always, reflected that people would be mad at. Some people might be attracted to that.
True.
As well as that. So I don't look at it, from that term of basics, when you see it from that example. Because some things, like we're saying right now, it might help people might come into agreement with as well. Everybody's not going to be mad of what you said. And don't use the term of it, don't use the cop-out of we're human. I don't like, that's me, I don't like that. To me, that's a cop-out. Oh, we're human. If we all said this, okay, that's all great. You know what I'm saying? That's like a grandma saying in my era. Because at the end of the day, if I said how I feel all the time, it might make somebody happy. Because what if I feel, Ty, I appreciate you, Ty, I love you. That's gonna make you mad? That's something you need to check you at the end of the day. Because every word that I say don't always have to be derogatory. Every word that I always say don't always have to be bashful. Every word that I say don't always have to be degrading. Some words people say can be uplifting. Some words people say can be embracing. So at the end of the day, we have to look at it from that. If you're only looking at stand from a negative point of view, then you will only receive negative thoughts at the end of the day. So I look at, like you said, you looking for the good people out there, who's going to be able to unite and change the world at the end of the day. But in order to do that, you know what I'm saying, you have to give people something to, you know what I'm saying, to be attracted to. You have to, you know what I'm saying, know your audience. You also have to give something that people that's going to gravitate to, so, you know what I'm saying, you can find it. You don't have to look for the people. The people will actually come to you. If you keep talking, you know what I'm saying, and keep spewing out positive message, keep spewing out, you know what I'm saying, energy, keep spewing out love, keep spewing out that, they're going to find you. You don't even have to look for them.
Yeah, but I don't want to talk about him. That's
you know what I'm saying? That's not, but that's how you
not
feel.
Positive stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Can you ever heard of something turn something around?
Yeah, you can, but I don't.
But that's nothing how I feel.
Nothing that have never seen him done. He's done positive. Okay. I haven't seen nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
Nothing.
But are you powerful? Are you
to
powerful?
Be like, hey,
that's you.
This guy right here is something like.
But that's how you feel. But you're seeing it from that aspect. Let's look at it from a different aspect. The aspect is, you know what I'm saying, do you believe that you're so positive? You know what I'm saying, that you know what I'm saying, you have the power to change somebody's thought?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay, good. Let me see you do it with 45. Keep talking. You know what I'm saying? Martino, it comes down to the structure. It comes down to being activists for freedom and justice and liberal for all. Yeah, it comes down to that, but you also have to have a platform. And you know what I'm saying? And you know what a platform is? It don't even have to start with the show. You are the platform. Your voice is the platform.
That's right. What are you doing every day in your life, in your own life, though? That's the thing.
Exactly.
And that's where it starts at. But that's what I mean. Everybody want to jump and it's like, again, no. What are you doing? Who are you talking to every day? You know,
well, Melody just shared who she was
things,
talking to.
You know what I mean?
That's one view.
That's what I mean.
That's one view, but we would have never knew that if we haven't touched on this topic.
Right.
Now, now listen to this. She posted this on live. Somebody else might want to get involved that see this as well as that. But how would I'm saying it ever been known if we don't speak on these type of things, if we don't address the situation? Because now she just posted out information that's available to whoever viewer. But it takes something I'm saying to catapult whatever's in her because that had to be touched. Like a feeling. Her feelings were touched by her husband. And we're speaking about it, so it came out. But what if we came up here speaking about, hey, you know what happened in the basketball game yesterday? Hey, you know what happened? I'm saying these people fighting, you know what I'm saying, and posting all this stuff on social media. But speaking about certain things, speaking about things that's affecting, you might not feel it's affecting you, but it is in some type of way. Those people are things that's affecting us, you know what I'm saying, in all races, you know what I'm saying, in all genders, you know what I'm saying, it's being affected. So what do we do with our platform? We speak about it. And then we find out, you know what I'm saying, we have, you know what I'm saying, an audience that's listening and people that is doing stuff because you know what we do? We think that nobody else is doing nothing. Because we don't know. So you know what to do? Assume. And what's the root word of assume?
Ask. No, I don't assume.
It's not you per se.
Oh, yeah, per se.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not you per se, but the word assume, you know what I'm saying, this derives from, you know what I'm saying, the root word of ass as well. So, do we want to make asses out of ourselves? I'll leave you out of it. Do I want to make asses out of me? You know what I'm saying? Let's be for real. Let's be for real. Come on. One thing, you know what I'm saying, we're doing, since we're speaking about this, you know what I'm saying, we have some news, you know what I'm saying, we have some news. First thing we posting all these segments on SoundCloud this week. So our SoundCloud will be up. Our iTunes podcast will be up, you know what I'm saying, by Saturday as well. So we posting that up so you know, you can hear it on iTunes, you can hear it on SoundCloud. But the one thing that was more touching to me, you know what I'm saying, and I spoke to Ty about this. Every day I go to work in the morning, and I get there, you know what I'm saying, maybe around 6:30, 7 o'clock, and I'm passing all these homeless people as well in front of these big corporate buildings like 745 Madison, where people, you know what I'm saying, are making millions and hundreds of thousands of dollars yearly or daily, whatever they making, and the homeless is out there sleeping in cardboard boxes as well. And you know what the first thing, you know what I'm saying, we go to and we think, let's call our mayor, let's call our officials, let's call our councilmen. No, let's call you as well. What are you doing about it? And that's how I feel. What am I doing about it to change it? Because, you know what I'm saying, my thing, we always say it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a community to save a community as well. And if we're part of that community, we need to start, you know what I'm saying, reaching out, you know what I'm saying, and helping one another. I'm not saying we don't already, but what, you know what I'm saying, we are doing, you know what I'm saying, we're going to start giving out, you know what I'm saying, whether it be my Fridays or Saturday, you know what I'm saying, with our own money, going out there and giving out sandwiches, going out there and giving food. Because these people, you know what I'm saying, are homeless. Why only we want to feed people on Thanksgiving? Why only want to feed people on holidays? You know what I'm saying, these people are hungry every day. They get hungry after Thanksgiving. They get hungry after Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Somebody posted something on social media and was saying, you know what I'm saying, and it was kind of derogatory, but they had a point. They said, where all your rich people at now giving out turkeys? And they was being sarcastic. But the thing is about it, you know what I'm saying, they could have, you know what I'm saying, attracted more people as well as that if they say it different as well. Why don't we come together as a community, you know what I'm saying, and start helping people? You know what I'm saying? We only get sorrowful around the holidays. Forget these holidays. I'm hungry today. I'm going to be hungry later on. I'm going to get me a sandwich or something. But at the end of the day, we have to start somewhere. So, you know what I'm saying? Ty and myself, we're going down there. We're going to start feeding, you know what I'm saying, these hungry, whether we give them a breakfast sandwich or orange juice or water. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm walking past them every day. And the thing, you know what's so sad about it? We act like being homeless is the norm. And you walk past them every day going to work and think nothing of them. I'm not saying everybody does, but that's not normal. No, but we as a society sometimes accepted this and become dehumanized, you know what I'm saying, that we pass these people by, and you know what we call them? We call them bums. And I hate that word, you know what I'm saying? That's such a derogatory word in my book. You know what I'm saying? You call them out. Why did this can't be less fortunate? We walk into the middle of somebody's life, you know what I'm saying? In the middle of somebody's life, in the chapter of life, and assume they've always been like that. You don't know how you don't know if they fell, you know what I'm saying, from being at the top. You don't know what happened. They say they mother, they father, something happened, you know what I'm saying, where they mind snap that they're this way. I walk into your chapter, in the middle of your chapter of life and make a judgment call? Shame on me. As well. How are we going to help fix the situation? So it's going to take us. Ty, give me something.
No, that's good stuff. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what it's all about. Because I've been watching people give. I mean, I've been watching a lot of this on YouTube actually this past week. A lot of giving videos.
I love that what you were saying. Yes, talk to me about that.
And people were just, they were just giving. There's this lady taking her grandkids.
Right. That's right.
Took her grandkids. And to her grandkids to, I think it was some place in somewhere, some store, and had the grandkids pick out people that they wanted to help. And there was this whole family, this husband and wife, who was going to put some stuff on layaway. And she was like, no, there's no need for layaway. We're going to take care of everything. I think it was like $400 or $500 worth of stuff.
That's right.
And she's like, my granddaughter picked you guys out, and they wanted to take care of your whole bill. And
I love that.
And it's great. And I'm glad when he told me that, I was like, yo, that's awesome. And he told, because it was like, we can start somewhere.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it starts with us. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm going to tag everybody. Somebody once told me this. You know what I'm saying? I think it was in Lane. And somebody else said, listen, expose poverty. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to expose this poverty. You know what I'm saying? They're going to show us doing something. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tag NBC, you know what I'm saying, behind. I'm going to tag all these high media execs.
And what we can also do is start getting, some of y'all people know some people that might know some people. We can start getting some donations.
Exactly.
To help some of these people. Because,
and I'm saying, it don't have to be money. It could be food. You know what $100 would do? Well, at Costco's?
Well, we
could get like 50 breakfast sandwiches. Cases of water.
But there was this other episode I saw where they were.
We start a GoFundMe page or something. GoFundMe.
Tipping waitresses or waiters. You know what I mean? When he go to a restaurant, he'll have something, and then he'll say how much you want for your tip. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, you want $100? He'll give him $100. He'll say you want to, and all in the end, he was giving $500 in the end.
Right.
And it's crazy. And his thing, I think, is his hashtag is be rich.
Be rich,
and
okay.
I guess he is probably somebody as wealthy. He just goes around helping good people, and he said, as everybody did their part in the world, would be all right. And that's all it takes. Is just us all of us doing our part. You know what I mean? Because that's what I think. Most people don't want to do their part, and they just look down on these people like I don't know if it's
hey peeps,
like they're not good enough. You know what I mean?
From Frankfurt. All right, we got people that's watching us from Frankfurt.
Yeah.
What's going on, Mario? Appreciate you.
And so.
That's right.
But yeah, I think
I agree with you.
Actually did our own thing.
And some people don't. You know what? I don't even want to say. I think a majority you're right about that, D. Some people don't give a shit. But some people, you know what I'm saying, just don't have the ambitions. And some people have become dehumanized that, you know what I'm saying, they act like this is the norm. That bums are, but how they say bums and people less fortunate is always going to be there. But they don't have to be there. It doesn't have to be. If you start doing something, I start doing something, you start doing something. Listen, I might blow $100, you know what I'm saying? I
still can't believe that our veterans are running around here with no help.
Exactly.
Help. I mean, we talk about people that served in wars, and y'all keep talking about, everybody want to say, oh, let's think this and think that. But the actual society don't really care about these people. You know what I mean? There's certain amount of people that care about soldiers and fallen soldiers and veterans. You know what I mean? Like me, when I see somebody walking on, if I see a soldier walking on the street in his uniform, I always say thank you for your service. Whether I'm at work or wherever I see them.
Right.
But what that's being said, it's like, but we don't even. They go over and do all that, and they come back. They don't even take care of them. It's like, okay, yeah, go back home to your wives and your kids. And then you wonder why they blowing their brains out after you done sent them over there to fight people and kill people. You're gonna send them back home to their wives and kids and not give them no kind of help
and leave them in poverty.
And then they go and kill their husband, their wives, and their kids. And y'all want, oh, well, we didn't see the signs, or we didn't, he had post-traumatic stress. Well, you knew that because you sent them over. They go over to these other countries and fight these wars. You know what I mean? And you ain't no telling what they see. We can't even imagine what these people see when they come back over there when they're over there.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, yeah.
Mel, I love that idea too. Melly, I love that.
And
that's a great idea. I love that, Mel.
What's that?
She's talking about, calling schools and asking which student has their overdue lunch bill and paying their lunch bill as well as that.
And that's another thing. I can't even believe that. I can't believe that kids are still paying money for lunch in school. Like why are we still paying? Why are kids still paying lunch for school? Why is that? Why is that? Why is our government or our state still asking for kids to pay for? In the hard times, we're at the lowest times, almost as the Great Depression. The lowest times right now, with more poverty right now in this country than it probably has been since its existence. You know what I mean? But we're gonna still charge parents that can barely, take care. I didn't say take care of the kids, but have the necessities to give their kids to go to school, so they don't have things to worry about. You want to have to worry about giving you $1 and some change for some food to feed them. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I don't understand that. I mean, so this is why kids are going hungry today, because their parents can't afford to give them that $1 and something. You know what I mean? And then if you give them, and that's the thing. Okay, well, if they gave him $1.50, he's thinking buy a snack after school. You know what I mean? Because let me tell you something. That snack after school is something.
You remember that? I remember the 50-cent cookies in the quarter water.
If you didn't have that after school, you'd be starving until dinner.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
So, Tone, what's going on, Tone? Thank you for tuning in, Tony.
They can give them that. You know what I mean? Rather than them have to worry about giving them $1.50 for that, and then got another $1.50 for them to get some snack after work. You know what I mean? It's y'all just put more strain and more worry on parents. You know what I mean? They can't take that. You know what I mean? Because now that's when they start losing their craziness.
Because you know what it will look like. Some people that's in that bracket and we that's in that bracket, it look like the system is set up against us. You know what I'm saying? People, that's in poverty. It look like the system is set up against people that's in poverty. You know what I'm saying? They keep them in poverty. So it look like the rich is set up to stay rich. The poor is set up to stay poor. So and if you try to raise up, you know what I'm saying, they smack you down with all these type of bills. Go ahead, talk to me.
So this is what I was talking about in Harlem a couple of years ago, and in Brooklyn also too. You know what I mean? Oh, we're gonna make Brooklyn this. They brought up the railroad. They brought the Brooklyn Nets over there. They did the same thing in Harlem. They brought up the Target and all that stuff up here.
You know what I mean? In Harlem?
Target, yeah, on 125th Street or 125th or 145th, 125th on the east side.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
it's a Target.
Yeah,
in Harlem.
Yeah, wow. And maybe I don't know if it may be the Bronx. Is it Harlem or the Bronx? I don't know which it's like.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the 116th Street, the mall.
No. Right over 140. I used to cross the 135th.
Oh, you're talking about that bridge. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Right over there, right across the bridge.
That's the Bronx.
It's the Bronx. Okay.
Yes.
So yeah. So you know what I mean? But as I said, and I said, and if you
118.
Ever visit,
thank you, Earl.
And if you ever visit these places, you know what I mean, you wouldn't understand what I was talking about. Yeah, they're gonna bring all these places up in here and bring jobs, but what jobs are they gonna be doing up in there? Who's gonna be managing these places? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They're gonna be doing. They're not gonna train these people to do better. You know what I mean? They're gonna have them at the cash register paying them minimum wage, where they're still gonna be struggling. I mean, rather than okay, you know what? Let's train them to be cash registers, but also let them know that they can be something else better in 6 months to a year if they want.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because if you don't tell them they can be those things, how are they gonna know? So they're gonna stay at that little job right there and make that little minimum wage money and struggle. You know what I mean?
So what are you saying?
What I'm saying is, okay, well, we're going to build this and we're going to give them jobs. Yeah, but that's not enough.
That's not enough.
You know what
You're
I mean?
right.
Give them a job and give them an opportunity to make sure that they know
Keep going
that they
with
can
it.
do
You about
more.
to touch it.
That they can do more.
So how are you going to do that? Come on, you're going with it.
You're going to explain it to them. Hey guys, we're gonna offer you guys these entry level jobs right here.
Okay.
But we have management positions also too. I mean, we have about 6 months to a year before this building is actually going to really be open. So we're going to train you now to be a cash register. Now, if you feel like you have the qualifications to actually want to do more, you let me know and we'll have a little conversation and we'll set that up for you too.
Do you think jobs such as that, you know what I'm saying, that caliber, whether it be minimum wage, you know what I'm saying, should change, you know what I'm saying, so have some type of institution inside the job? That's what I thought you was going.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Some institution inside the job where it could change, you know what I'm saying, how people think. Because if you have a cash register, a person that's a cash register job, like, yo, come on, can you come down? No, wait a minute. We don't do that.
We don't talk like that.
We don't speak like that. We don't speak like that. So they have to have some institute, because you can get the job, but can you tell them how to keep the job? Can you show them how to get to the next level? Can you show them how to advance? Because there ain't no problem getting the job. They're going to give you the job, because they have to have a certain amount of people in our community where they have to give these people these jobs. But they give these jobs to people, you know what I'm saying, I'm be honest, you know what I'm saying, they really don't have the education. They really doesn't, you know what I'm saying, have the training, you know what I'm saying, how to keep the job. So what do you expect from them as well? You know what I'm saying, it was a time when I used to be really hard and down, like, man, I give you a job and you don't know how to keep it. But what do you know what I'm saying? If I take you off the streets, you rugged, you raw, and I give you this job, you have no structure, you don't have the foundation, you have you have no infrastructure, you know what I'm saying, of how to keep the job. Of course you're going to be speaking like you just came out the street. Of course you're going to be speaking, you know what I'm saying, like you don't know no better. But it has to have some type of infrastructure, some type of institution in the job to teach you, you know what I'm saying, there is more than this. This is how you're supposed to speak. This is how to get to the next level. This is no saying where we want to be going. We have to have short-term and long-term goals.
Or you can do more yourself. Just go to work, show up early, do more, do extra things that you're not supposed to be doing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's all about.
I agree with that. I agree with that, Earl. I agree with that, Earl.
It's all about, you know what I mean, because if you don't, if you want to stay there, then stay there. But like if you want more, then find out how to get more. You know what I mean? Because there's always a way to find out. And somebody, maybe they don't want to tell you, but you got to figure it out yourself.
That's right.
But you just can't let them just put them where they want you, where you want to let them put you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And let you just stay there. And then be mad at them because you're still there a year later. No, because that's not.
What you mean, Earl? Talk to me. What you mean not a cashier job? What are you talking about that?
No, he talking about, that's what I'm saying. That's what they go in for.
Okay, but I want to hear what Earl's talking about. He said not cashier jobs. What do you mean by that? You know what I'm saying?
What would you offer a person if they secured your security and country and kept you safe?
What would I offer them?
What would you offer a person if they secured your security and country and kept you safe?
What, me? What would I offer them?
Yeah, I guess that's what he asked.
I mean, as far as money, or for, what do you talking about?
What do you mean, Mario? What do you mean by that?
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Go forward. But I really want, Earl. I really want.
What do you mean by no cashier jobs, Earl?
I really like you. Know what I'm saying? Explain what you mean by that.
Well, because that's what they mainly go in as ticket people. You know what I mean? Behind, you know, they're never.
But you know where I started from?
Yeah, I know where you started from. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying our training for construction jobs.
What?
Probably HR training for construction jobs. You know what I mean? Probably construct the job. You know, training from the HR to construct the job so they can know what they're doing, I guess. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Earl, you gotta talk better than that.
You gotta talk better than that. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
I don't understand that. Because I don't know if you're saying cashier jobs are not profitable. I don't know if you're saying, you know, not a cashier job, you can't be more as well. Because I went from a stock boy. You know what I'm saying? I remember I was buffing floors for $3.75 as well. I started at $3.75 when that was minimum wage. Minimum wage was $3.75, and then I think 2 months later, I was just in the process when it started as $4.25 as well. So I know where I started from.
But you also got to know your worth too. If you don't know your worth, they can pay you that minimum wage, and you can take it.
Yeah, but I didn't have nothing.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about now. You know what I mean?
I'm saying, you know, minimum wage is like $11 now. I didn't even know that.
In terms of Army veterans coming back home after their time in the armed forces, that's what he was talking about. What do you offer a person that has protected you and secured your life? And what do you offer them when they come back home?
You know what I believe you should? I think you should offer them a lifetime, you know what I'm saying, of employment, of lifetime of some type of a lifetime, you know what I'm saying, to take care of their family, a lifetime of health benefit. Well, I served your country. I'm done. While you over here sleeping, I'm over there, you know what I'm saying, fighting somebody.
So that you can sleep.
You know what I'm saying? So that you can sleep. So when you come back at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Their whole family should be set up in healthcare. Come on, unions
or
local six do that.
And they should have some psychiatric help or something like that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
All this needs to be set up in place. They need
to be around guys like them. You know what I mean? When they come home, because when they come home, there's not just them that live in their city or their state that are, you know, they've been fighting.
And it has to be more than a year. It has to be a lifetime.
They need to have it needs to be more than just them coming home to the wives. There need to be some guys around them that they either been in training with or been that's in the same army, that or the Marines, whatever they're in. It needs to be that because they
somebody
need that
that's
community.
Kin to them.
Somebody that understands what they've been through.
Exactly.
Because if everybody around them don't understand what they've been through, how they gonna understand them waking up in the middle of the night, you know, in sweats or with their gun in their hand, ready to choke their wife out because they think she's somebody trying to kill them. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy.
have running water when I was a kid. I worked for $4 an hour as a cashier. My dad, is a vet, and was treated like shit. Yes.
The roads, crew, police,
exactly, and that's the thing about it, and that's what I'm saying. If we have you, go ahead.
But we sit up here and we look at media and we look at social media and everybody that's talking about the veterans. You know what I mean? Even number 45. You know what I mean? That little speech he did the other day, which was crazy with the Indians. Did you see that?
No,
you
I didn't
see y'all
see
some
that.
good people. Y'all took care of this country.
I didn't see that.
It was.
So you was watching that? Oh, God.
It was so.
Tell me about it.
And I wasn't even going to talk about it. But
you guys see, we got you. Tickle.
That's what.
I got him to speak about it.
But then, like I said, I just say, you know what? Why did I expect this from this guy? What do you expect him to say? You know what I mean? What did I expect him to say? Did I expect anything different other than what he said?
You hope for different.
I did.
You hope for different.
I did.
Stop
you
it.
So did. I so
you
did.
You hope for different.
I so did.
So I believe you still got hope.
I so did. So now for him.
But you just said it. Don't contradict.
No.
Okay. You did though. It's okay. Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Poker. Okay.
And that's what he said. And I was like, are you kidding me?
He did say, I heard about that.
I said, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is what that number 45 like to say. This is crazy.
And this is the leader of the free world. You know what I'm saying? Talking about some Pocahontas shit. Talking about, you know what I'm saying, retweeting. You know what I'm saying? This is what this day and age has came to.
But we're gonna figure out a way. We're gonna feed the homeless.
That's right. We're gonna
figure out how to end world hunger, and we're also gonna take care of our veterans. Because I think when we do
starts with us.
When we do those three things, I think we may be able to do. We may be on the verge of something.
Because you know what you're gonna do?
But yeah.
Somebody's gonna eat. Somebody, you know what I'm saying, is expecting a hot meal because of you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Or the next day.
Yeah.
Because of something you did. Yeah. Not something because I'm not taking away from churches. I'm not taking away from pantries or soup kitchens. But at the end of the day, these are soup kitchens. These are pantries. These are places they have to get to. These are places they have to get to.
And
I'm going to be able to deliver it to them.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to meet people where they at. Because we hear all about this, and some people might not have the means or the car fare to get there. So we have the means and the car fare to get to them. So why not reach them? If you say you want to reach people, you know what I'm saying? This is how you reach people. You reach people where they at. You have to be big enough, you know what I'm saying, brave enough to, you know what I'm saying, go down and reach them. You know, because when you're helping somebody, we don't look down. If I'm going to help you, I'm picking you up. At the end of the day, not looking at what you should have did or what you could have did and all these other stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to beat you down before I want to. And that's what too many people down. They want to give you a sermon before they feed you. But if you want to, you know, to give somebody a sermon, become the sermon. Become a living sermon.
My grandfather was good for that. My grandfather would give me a lecture.
Yeah, don't give me no dang lecture.
No, if I wanted something, he always have a story behind it.
Okay.
And it was one of his, his stories what he went through when he was a kid, because he was born in 1913 or something like that.
Well, hold on. What Earl said, look who's doing the road work
and building
properties.
Who's doing the road work and building properties? Earl, you're going to give half conversation. Now, if you're doing something else while you listen to this show, you need to figure out which one you want to do. Like I tell people that want to walk and text, figure out which one you want to do.
Mario, you say here's the idea.
What's the idea?
What's the idea? I see the light bulb. Maybe I'm missing something, man. Maybe I need to go back and see something. Maybe I'm missing something. You know?
No black people. Not black people. Oh. So he was saying, look who's doing the road work and building properties. No black people. I understand that. I get that. But with that being said,
you're saying no black people's out there building the road work?
Right. And
do you stand by that? Do you stand by that?
No, I don't.
I don't stand by that.
I mean,
I see a lot of black people, people, that's building because they get paid scale wages. And scale wages, at this time is $42 an hour. My father was doing that. So when I see, when I see people, yes, we have a small minute of black people, but black people are out there, in some of these industries. Let's not just go on what we hear. Let's go on what we see. And just because you see that in your community, is not, connected to the worldwide community. My community might be over here, in Harlem, but I don't know what's going on in the Bronx. So for order for me to grasp and make a census of the whole thing, then I have to have the complete pie. If I'm only taking half the pie, then I'm only getting half the information at the end of the day. So, before I always say when we talk, let's be accurate when we speak. And what I usually say about Ty, when Ty usually say this, all people, I will say, well, the people you have came in contact with, the people that you know, because all people, I want to know who's doing it in China. If you say all people, I want to know who's doing it in Budapest. Do you know somebody in Budapest that's doing this? If not, say the people you came in contact with, the people you have seen, and the people that you pass every day. And sometimes we pass people every day, and that becomes our life cycle as well as that. But if we start changing them, saying our cycle every day, we might meet some different people.
How many of y'all made y'all bed in the morning?
Oh, so, okay. We're going to people that make
the cycle. You gotta do something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You gotta do something.
What are you doing? Oh, okay. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Levette, for tuning in. I appreciate you. Thank you, young lady, you know what I'm saying, that's watching. I see you too out there as well.
Yeah, I mean...
Got this watch on.
I mean... you know...
That was being funny. Okay.
I know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to be funny.
I mean, I'm trying to... yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Because I read, you know, I read the paper sometimes. It's I can't be reading. I can't.
You can't read the paper?
I can't. Because this stuff is crazy what's going on in this world. It's crazy.
It's crazy what's going on in the world. So is it crazy that what's going on in the world or the people, you know what I'm saying, or this deranged, you know what I'm saying, and...
Well, I know. I think.
What is it? Because the world ain't crazy.
No.
People make up the world.
The thing is, the world has always been crazy. It's that now,
really?
as we talked about a few minutes ago, earlier in one episodes,
talk to me.
You get to see it now. You get to see it live.
There you go.
That's why it's just, you know, it's not crazy. It's the world has always been crazy. It's that now we get to see it live on television.
That's right.
And people act crazy.
It's instant. It's instant.
It's instant.
Everything that happens is instant. Everything happens in a snap. I get to see this. I get to see that. I get to see this. And stuff we don't even need to know.
This is why. This is what you know. And I said this before. You know what I mean? This is not something new to the world. It's just new that we get to see it. Because this is all the stuff that's been going on before there were cameras. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
All this stuff was going on before there were cameras. You know what I mean? And now it's all of a big thing. Just like this whole thing with this whole sex scandal thing now with all these guys going through right now. You know what I mean? And this is crazy. I'm like, so I'm trying to figure out how do you... I'm not a woman, and I'm glad I'm not a woman. But I don't... How can you hold that in?
We love you too, Levette. Thank you.
I mean, how
you know
all
how
of
you
these
can
years
hold
and like
you know
not
what?
say nothing? You thought your career was more important than you telling how you felt?
Whoa, wait a minute. That's deadly grounds right there. So you thought so you saying that you thought the woman's career?
No, some of them that were talking about the actors or the
the actors that claimed they've been molested or claimed they've been raped or they claimed they got touched or sexually inappropriate. How about, and this is real, how about they were scared to come forward?
Well, I understand that.
How about people are timid?
Yeah,
you know because people get timid even at your, you know what I'm saying. Even
well,
my
thing is, I get all that. My thing is, why is everybody so surprised that this was going on? You know what I mean? I don't know if they surprised.
Wasn't we surprised when it happened to Bill Cosby?
Yeah, but I'm saying, but why
was you surprised?
Why was I wasn't? I mean, it's like
you just said you was.
I mean, I know I'm talking about why are we surprised when these things happen? That's
you wasn't surprised when it happened to Bill Cosby?
I don't think I was.
You wasn't surprised. You wasn't surprised when the face of good humor and Jello pudding pops.
I don't know if I could believe it,
but was
whatever.
Saying that, you know what I'm saying, he was taking people, you know what I'm saying, he was drugging them, giving them, I don't know, some knockout pills, and you know what I'm saying, and molesting them. You wasn't surprised about that? With Cosby, he represent nothing but families, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. He was the infrastructure of what we watched the Cosby Show, what we catapult to be. The doctor, the lawyer, the kids going to the good schools, Hillman, and all this stuff. And you wasn't surprised when all this happened? I don't believe you, and I think you're lying, as well as that. You was shocked. And then when that happened, you know what, first thing we did?
So why nobody
you know what we
did?
did?
Catholic Church.
You know, nobody's mad. Who's not mad at the Catholic Church?
People still go there and pay their dues and go there.
But that's people. You know why? I got the answer for you. Because they're conditioned to a certain way of life.
That's crazy. They're
conditioned. Some people know they're wrong, but they're so conditioned in their set way, they keep doing it because it's a practice, as well as that. Most people don't say go with the practice at the end of the day because you get conditioned to a certain way of living and a certain way of being. And that creates a life cycles. And we talked about it. You do something 73 times in a year and then you call that life. That is not life. That is not life. Is what you haven't broken the cycle. Right now, you just become existent but not living. Are you kidding me right now? You know what I'm saying? We as black people said we had so much to say when Bill Cosby was on the fire. Now they targeting everybody. They targeting Russell Simmons just stepped down.
He got him too.
Russell Simmons just stepped
down.
You wasn't shocked about Russell Simmons?
They all did it.
You wasn't shocked about Russell Simmons?
They all did it.
That's not the question. Was you shocked about Russell Simmons? You liar. He's
No.
lying. The entertainment industry does a great job of not believing you when you tell them telling the truth.
So this is
You'll never work again if you do that. Bullshit.
So,
I think women are feeling empowered, and I think that too.
So, but also too,
because you know why?
But these are the same girls that want a booty popping video.
That's not the same girl. That is not the same girl. You're running with that. You're running with that. That is not the same girl that want a booty. This dude is bugging. That is not the same thing.
I got him.
That is not the same thing.
I know it's not the same thing.
It is not the same thing.
It was a joke.
Okay.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? But you know where it started at, Mel? What we just talked about in the beginning. It took one. It took one to raise up, and other people stopped feeling timid. Other people stopped feeling scared, and they became empowered. It's like, well, she did it. Well, I want to come forth too. I want to say this. I want to say this may have happened 15 years ago, but you know what I'm saying? I did not want it to go under the rug again. Because most people be scared, and it happens in jobs. It happens in jobs
everywhere.
And stuff like that.
Everywhere.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what happens. It happens
everywhere.
It happens in jobs every day, and most people, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, are scared. They don't want to say something. What happens, you know what I'm saying, if your boss, you know what I'm saying, your GM comes on to you. And at the bar. No. You know what I'm saying, you're at an event, and he touches your leg under the table. What do you say?
No.
You say no?
You'd be like, what
but
are
he
you
touched. What are you? I touched you.
You doing?
You know, okay, that's what you say.
No.
Okay. Do you report him?
Yes.
Okay, you're fired tomorrow.
That's fine.
Okay.
But I got my dignity and my
pride.
You
got your dignity, but you're hungry now.
That's okay. I'll find another job.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what? People don't want to do that.
No,
most
they
people,
don't.
And that's the problem.
And that's the problem.
You know what I'm saying? Becky, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you too. Nicole,
that's the problem.
I appreciate you tuning in as well.
Nobody wants to say nothing because they don't want to eat tomorrow. But sometimes you got to,
bite the bullet.
Somebody got to bite.
You got to bite the bullet. Sometimes you got to stand. Sometimes you got to stand up for right. You know what I'm saying? Stand up for yourself. Because most people just stand up and then wonder why they tired because they stand up for a bunch of nonsense. We want to know, you know what I'm saying, what's the next Yeezys that's coming out. I like them too, but I don't care about them like that. We're standing in line for overnight for an iPhone. We're standing in line for overnight for some Jordans, for some sneakers. We're standing in line in the cold. You know what I'm saying? We don't even have a coat to keep us warm, but standing in line for a $900 phone, for $200 sneakers, for all this nonsense. You know why? Because we've been conditioned as a people to think like that this is okay. And this is not okay. At the end of the day, somebody got to break the barrier. Somebody got to break the structure. And who is it going to take?
We're going to break that structure.
Okay. Okay.
Y'all ready? We're going to break it.
You know what I'm saying? You came out. You shoot.
Because I mean, that's what it's about. We got to break the structure. We got to figure out a way.
And P. Diddy. And P. Diddy. This is everybody's under attack.
Ain't nobody gonna have we're gonna have nobody at the end of this.
You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna need some more new everybody.
Becky, how you feel? How's everything?
We're gonna need more everybody. Because there ain't gonna be nobody left after this. Because everybody's done it. I guarantee. They got what's the name too the other night from NBC.
Have you done it though?
One of the nights from the NBC News.
Okay.
What was his name?
You talking about Matt Lauer?
Last week. No, before Matt. It was right before Matt Lauer.
I don't know.
Oh man. He was from the NBC Nightly News.
He was? Okay.
Yeah, and they shut his show down. They shut it down.
Yeah.
Shut it down.
They took Russell Simmons right off Def Comedy Jam. Did you see that?
No, I didn't see it.
You had to vacate everything.
Wow.
You vacate everything. You lose everything. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I used to say, this is me. This is what I feel. I used to say, look, you worth this type of much money. You worth all these billions and millions of dollars. And you lose it over for a female?
Over some
over this? You that? That's what's going on here.
And I'm trying to figure out, but when did Russell do it? But when did Russell do it? Because he was always with a homegirl.
Huh?
No, I'm thinking about what's the name.
But think about it.
I'm thinking about
but see what you just said? When did Russell do it? He was always with somebody.
Well, no, I was thinking.
He was always with somebody. Russell was always with somebody.
I mean,
he wasn't with somebody.
Kamora Lee. She was the only one that really was the one that was like the one he married.
But let's think about that. How old was he when he married her?
That's what I'm talking about. But so I'm talking about before all that. He didn't really have no steady.
Jordan is rude to the public. I've been stopped supporting him, especially here in North Carolina. Yeah. Michael Jordan. He is rude.
Is watching.
He is rude. When I met him in Soho House as well. And the thing about it, you have to be more humble. You have to.
After everybody done bought his shoes at all these prices, you crazy? He can't be humble to black folks.
Humble with anybody.
Or anybody?
Exactly.
Crazy?
You know what I'm saying? Humble's the way, baby. That's my opinion.
Humble is the way.
They're drunk with power, and they don't think they would get caught. That's what I'm talking about. You hit it right. You hit the nail right on the hammer. You know what I'm trying to say.
Head on the head.
I forgot that saying.
You hit the head.
But yeah, people are drunk with power, and they believe they have the power because you know what I'm saying. True power don't exert itself. You know, and that's how I feel. If I have power, I don't have to exert myself. Like if I'm a director of a property, that's like me saying I am the director. I don't have to exert myself. You know who I am. No saying just by how I carry myself and represent myself. Right. And that's how power should be represented. Power should be represented. I'm saying by how we carry ourselves and deliver the message as well.
And that's true.
True power don't tell you I got power.
No.
As well, you know, and that's where we're confused at. Thank you. I appreciate that, Shanice. How you doing anyway?
That's true. That's true.
What you got for me, man?
Nothing.
I'm getting hungry too.
I'm trying to jump in where I can.
Well, jump in when you can. You funny. You know what I'm saying? You want to play? Great job, guys. Thank you, Nicole. You know what I'm saying? Happy birthday to you again. We appreciate you. You know? Are you okay? I'm getting hungry.
No.
Okay. What's going on? You got some notes here for me?
Yeah, I have this thing that I read the other day.
Okay.
From this guy talking about being a better.
Good night.
Being a
tired
better.
of typing. Thank you, Earl.
All right, Earl.
I appreciate you.
He was talking about become your tomorrow.
We gonna get together and throw him out the office soon, Earl. You know what I'm saying? We gonna get together and do that.
So.
One peace and love, my brothers. Thank you.
It's all about.
I'm amazing.
As we always
amazing
say.
Cow. I'm amazing.
Trying to be a better you. Trying to make your life better tomorrow. This is what this little paragraph that I'm about to read.
Can you read it?
Paragraph, yeah.
I would like to hear it.
It says, but as you are learning how to be a worker, most of us aren't really learning how to be thinkers. And this is where I find, so we're not engaged in spaces where we are understanding why we love what we love, or why do we hate what we hate? Why do we deserve the things we deserve? Your story is your story. Your story is not your story when you force yourself to become someone else's story. You are where you're coming from, and you are where it is you are going to. The only person you need to compare yourself to today is the person you were. The only person you need to compare yourself to today is the person you were yesterday. If you want to have competition with anybody, that make it between these two people, you will find yourself in a space where the person you are today is no longer afraid to meet the person that you become tomorrow.
I love that. So
with that being said, you know, we as a people have stopped learning or stopped thinking. We've learned how to be a worker, but we don't learn how to think and work at the same time. You know what I mean? And I think this is a problem that I'm seeing throughout a lot of places that I've been, and people, you know.
Hey, Greta, how we doing, Greta? Thank you.
You know, I believe if you can't find a solution to something, then we have a problem. Because your brain should always be thinking about the next thing, whether it be the smallest thing that you can do, or whether it could be the biggest thing you can do. When there's a situation and you start freaking out and panicking, you're not really helping the situation. But if you start thinking of things to do, that gets everybody else's brain starts going, and y'all might come up with a solution to the whole problem. But if we stand around panicking, we ain't really doing nothing. I just want people would think and use their brain more. Because if you got an address that says, you know, 25 such and such street, and this is where the address is, I do believe that once you get on that street, you should start looking up, finding the numbers to the place you're going rather than to the phone. Because when you get to the phone and the phone says this is where it is, then you just decide to go into the place, or you decide this is where it is. And then when it's not where it is, you don't have the brain to think, to say, hey, this building says 13, so I'm looking for 25.
Why do you think that's happened, though?
Because everybody wants to think that somebody should be telling them what to do. You know
that's
what I mean?
The society we live in. We live in a society where we allow artificial intelligence to listen to the language. Artificial intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Direct our lives every day. And you know what we call it? We call it GPS.
Yes.
We call it iPhone.
Yes.
We call it Android.
And that's how.
That's what we do. So
people are
what
not
do
gonna
you
have
expect?
no jobs in the future, because y'all gonna need people to even get you up in the morning, to get you up out of bed, to put you in your shower, to shower you and wash your ass while you're in the shower, and then put your clothes on and put you out the door.
One part of artificial intelligence used to be the alarm clock. What do you say about that?
I mean.
Oh, wait a minute.
An alarm clock.
Wait a minute. Wow.
When I was a kid, I never really had an alarm clock.
Okay, but it was it was the beginning stages of what we had of artificial intelligence. Was the alarm clock that we have set this device at this certain time, and we depend on it to wake us up at this time, so we wouldn't
do we really
sleep.
depend on it?
I did at a time.
Do you really depend on it?
Now, today?
No, I'm just saying, do you really
Most
think,
people do.
See, I don't think that we really depend on it. I think that it was security for us to know that that was going to wake us up in the morning. That's what I think.
Okay,
because
nothing wrong with
you're going to wake up. Because you're going to wake up.
You're going to wake up. You just might not wake up at 6:30. You might wake up at 8.
You will.
You might not have the job.
You will wake up.
Okay.
You'll wake up.
Okay. So you know what? If it wasn't a demand, it wouldn't be a need. Obviously, it had to be.
But every house didn't have an alarm clock in it.
Okay, but we're talking about millions of people, not just yours.
No, I'm talking.
Well,
not
just we're not talking about the 100,000. I'm talking about the 900,000.
No, I'm talking. But I'm saying every house didn't have one.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But I'm saying people that did, that didn't need one.
Some people have parents that come wake you up.
Yeah.
That was their alarm clock. That was their real life intelligence. I'm just saying, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to believe it or not.
Sometimes you wake up before the alarm. Yeah. That's what I mean.
That's correct. That's correct.
Right. So if you wake up before the alarm, so get your ass up.
Okay, but let me ask you a question. It still had the alarm clock. Somebody depended on it.
Get your ass
Somebody
up.
depended on it. I think and that's how I just look at it. As well as that, I was talking to somebody, and we just got in this. I don't want to go off topic too much, but we got in this conversation. We started talking about what people expect in their priorities and how people exert one another.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and we started talking about this. He would say, you know what? We talk about men and what women expect as well. Women, some women, let me say it this way: how I said it. Some girls want to be treated as women. Some people that's immature want to be treated mature. And we started talking about that. I said, what do you mean? About that time. Instead of saying what you're doing, said reservations is at 8, as at 8 o'clock, and I pick you up at 7:15. But at the end of the day, you have all these expectations.
And that means
Go ahead.
I'm gonna pick you up at 7:15. That means you should be downstairs waiting at 7:15.
Right.
I'm not saying I'm gonna be 5 or 10 minutes late.
But my point of saying that is, you have all these expectations of how you want to be perceived and what you want from a male or female. But at the end of the day, what are you depositing? What are you bringing in?
But that's the thing.
But people say, listen, I want a man that does this. People say I want a family man.
Right.
I want a man. I want a woman that looks like
family
this.
Woman? Are you the opposite of what you're looking for?
Exactly.
That's the thing.
That's the thing about it. You want something, but you're not what it is that you want. Exactly. They want all these type of things.
Because when they get it, they don't know what to do with it.
And then they lose it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, because you know what happens? We exhaust the person. And that's what happens. It's like going to the bank and keep withdrawing out the bank. And then one time you go to the bank, there's no money left to withdraw. Because you didn't deposit nothing. As well as that. Looks can only get you so far. At the end of the day. It's their first attraction.
And let me tell you something. This day and time, motherfuckers like, yeah, forget that pretty girl. I'll get instead of that 10, I'll get that 7 or that 6 or that 5.
I like a 10.
I'm saying everybody wants a 10, but I'll
you know what
5,
it is?
We'll be all right.
But you know what?
Love the hell out of me.
But you know what it is? Sometimes we get so used to our looks and how we feel, but the new person that's meeting you that day think you're fabulous. The new person that's now seeing you tomorrow think you're extraordinary as well. You're used to your looks, and you be like, "Oh, little old me," or I ain't gonna say little old me. I'm like, man, I am drop dead gorgeous as well. But moving forward, we get so used to these type of things. We want so much from people, and we exhaust them.
You want so much self-gratification that doesn't really mean much. I mean,
Like, come on, get a grip on life.
Instead of doing it do it for yourself.
Don't do it for the gram.
Because everything that I do in the world,
when I get up in the morning, I do it
for myself.
As well as that.
I do my bow tie, my spinners, and everything for myself. You know what I mean? It makes me feel good when I leave my house in the morning. Whether nobody else think I look good or not, I know that I feel good in what I'm wearing.
Exactly.
So that's the whole point. You know what I mean?
I like nice stuff too, but golly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's not. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, guys, it's been a great show.
And we love y'all. And we'll see you next Thursday.
Thank you guys for coming back, and we miss you guys for 2 weeks for Thanksgiving.
Please look out for our SoundCloud and our iPodcast coming up this Saturday.
Yep.
I will be posting it.
And you can also, people that you know that want to view our show, or people that you know that want to see us that don't have Facebook, they can also go on YouTube and type in Live TV Reality Sucks. We have our own channel there, or just type in my name, Ty Green, and my channel should come up.
Thank you, Levette. We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining in. Thank you for your support.
He's the classic man, though.
And this is the classic, the original classic man.
I'm the original excuse me, you are the original classic man. Okay, Cupcake. All right.
Check it out.
I
got my boy Amazing Cal. That's us, and that's us for the night. And we'll see you guys again next Thursday. Same Batman time, same Batman place. Peace and love. And as I always say at the end, always try to be a better you tomorrow. And be, what is it? No. Be good to, if you can't be good to yourself, how you going to be good to each other?
Exactly.
All right, so be good to yourself first, and then we'll spread the love out to everybody else. All right, peoples.
Peace.
Peace out. Have a good weekend. Later.